Okay, the next module we're going to look at is this one on math vocabulary. There's a little video here for you to watch that has a gentleman just kind of explaining why vocabulary is important to math instruction. I have two links down here. One is for keywords and their meaning in math problems. It's nice to make an association between words and operations. However, and I think that this all comes into play, after they have the concrete understanding, of the standard or whatever, or the skill set that you're working on. I see issues in sometimes if this is presented too early that kids will get stuck on thinking that every time they see a certain word that it must absolutely mean, addition or subtraction or multiplication or division. So it's cautionary that, these words usually mean, multiplication, these words usually mean division in a word problem. But we still need to make sure that we really understand what the problem is asking us. But vocabulary can just be, one of those things that could hold students back if they don't have an understanding. So I think it is helpful to know operations and words that go along with it. So that's just a document for reference. The other link that I have here actually takes you to a site that has definitions for words used in math. I actually think it's kind of nice because they have words that are used there, but then they also give you examples. So, and they they have drawings and things highlighted to demonstrate the concept. So I think this is sometimes helpful for the kids to see as well. You can use it for note-taking. See here, they got a picture of a pizza for fractions. So anyway, it's just a good resource I thought that you might want to utilize. And the reason why I had included a section here on vocabulary within our topic of effective math instruction this week is, if students don't have a good understanding of the vocabulary, sometimes it can be really hard for them to tackle the word problems later on and apply problem-solving strategies. So that's kind of half the battle. I actually usually front-load the vocabulary for a unit where we will look at, I'll introduce the unit, I'll introduce the vocabulary right at the beginning of the chapter. That way students are already exposed to it, and then as it comes up throughout the chapter, they already have some background knowledge as to what that might mean, and then be able to apply it. And that's really part of that first problem-solving step that we had said, which was understand the problem. And a key part in understanding the problem is to understand the vocabulary that's being used in the problem. So that's why I've included that there. Okay. In the next video, we'll talk about Singapore math.